If I found you at a pub, what would you be drinking?
All of them. I like them all. Lager, Guinness.
And how do you prepare your tea?
I like it with milk and no sugar.
What would you say is your spirit animal?
Dolphin.
Now, you weren't always into music, but how did it bloom for you?
I got into music when I was about 18. I know there's a lot of people that get in it when they're 2 and that, but I was into football and stuff. I was about 18, so I was a late comer.
Now, what are your favorite lyrics of any song ever?
I need to be myself, I can't be no one else. Feeling supersonic, give me gin and tonic.
And can you rank your favorite Beatles records from least to most favorite?
No, I can't. I love them all.
What are your top 5 favorite Oasis songs?
Live Forever, Supersonic, Cast No Shadow.
Good one so far.
I need one more, don't I?
One more.
Wonderwall.
All right, there you go. Now, a couple years back, you said you owned 2,000 tambourines. Do you still
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
No.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I don't own 2,000 tambourines. Not anymore. Because I tend to give them away and that to the beautiful people.
Where did that rumor come from?
I don't know.
All right. Now, if you could form a supergroup with anybody from the history of music, and you're the singer, who else is in the band?
Right. Keith Moon on drums, Jimi Hendrix on guitar, and Paul McCartney on bass.
What audience do you want to play?
Pardon?
What audience would you play?
What audience would I play?
Yeah, what venue?
Ooh, not Main Road. Well, not Main Road, because it's not right there. Anywhere that'll have us.
Liam, what would you say is the single hardest part of the rock and roll lifestyle?
The hardest part is staying true to yourself and keeping it real.
Right. Is there anyone today you say is a true living rock star?
Me.
Wasn't expecting anything less.
Exactly.
And of these living rock stars, who got old and stayed cool?
Neil Young.
How do you think you've changed rock and roll?
How do I think I've changed rock and roll? I just do exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah, but would you say that rock and roll still exists?
Yeah, it does while I'm still here, yeah.
What do you like and dislike about music today?
What do I dislike about it? No, I like music, man. I don't dislike.
Right.
I don't dislike it.
What's your favorite part of performing on stage?
Favourite part performing on stage is seeing the people and making them bounce.
So vocally,
When you're standing on stage, you have such an iconic stance.
Supposed to be like kind of.
How did that come about?
Spontaneous, just.
Well, I never wanted to be
people
Mick Jagger,
questions.
and I'm not into
But
dancing.
it's so obviously set up
It's not my
because
scene, and that.
Liam Gallagher at the start of this video was just
think,
walking
you just stand like that and you
around
get
a
more
bush
power
at high speed
behind the
on Hampstead Heath.
What's the most underrated
So-
band of the 90s?
Unless it's something that Liam likes to do normally, or if he's like scoping out a
Oasis.
place to sleep, maybe.
How about the most
Have a
overrated
nap.
band?
Blur.
But walking quickly so that
What was your
no
favorite
one
thing about the
notices
90s?
that he's
Oh,
actually
favourite
scoping
thing
out a
about
place
the
to hang out in
90s,
the
I
bush
reckon
for a
there was
bit.
no camera phones and people were just living
It's
in the
not
moment.
spontaneous. I
you
like
miss
these
that?
series though
Yeah.
because it's the pretending to be
What was your least
spontaneous,
favorite thing
which
about
is
the
quite
90s?
entertaining for me.
The least favourite thing about the 90s. I don't have a
He's
least
wearing like a
favourite thing
giant
about the 90s. 90s were
raincoat,
beautiful.
and it's like,
All right,
mate,
can't
it's
have
not
this interview
Manchester.
without
It's not.
asking,
It's not
What's the
raining.
best party you've ever been to in your
It's
life?
not hacienda.
Best party I've been to.
No
You've
one's
seen
trying
some
to like spill beer on you. You're on
Yeah,
Hampstead Heath in the middle of
think
summer.
the
Just
best
take
one.
your
We've
coat off
been
and
to quite a
relax.
few and that. But,
Maybe stretch
gotta
your
be
neck
one,
a little
right?
bit.
there has, I guess, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay.
It's like
But do
talking
you have
to a
any
fucking
hangover
brew.
remedies?
Oh, straight back to the pub. No messing about, lager.
Yeah, hair of the dog.
Don't sit and dwell about it on hangovers, just go straight back again. And it'll work itself out.
It's been a few years since the 90s. Things are different. What's a wild night out for you these days?
Oh, I don't have wild nights out these days, I have wild nights in.
If you were forced to sing one song for the rest of your life, what song would it be?
Live forever.
What would you say is the best lesson that your mother taught you?
To be myself and not give a what people think.
What's the biggest lesson that you've learned from being a father?
Being a father, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah?
Sure, yeah.
Can you tell me something that your kids do better than you?
Digest their food better than me.
There's been a resurgence in Oasis fans over the past few years.
What a dumbass.
What's it been like to see a new generation
No,
discovering your
joking.
music?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. We're very lucky to be alive and still witnessing the youth at our gigs. Like, there's a lot of people that pass away and you never get to experience that.
In the 18 years that Oasis were together, what specific moment makes you the most emotional?
I just think getting a record deal, you know, as boring as that kind of can sound, and like we've done like Nebworth and Main Road and all that, I think getting a record deal and going into the studio and developing the songs, and that was the most important thing for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. What's your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. Blur.
Has anyone ever left you feeling completely starstruck?
Yeah, Ringo Starr.
Ringo. I can see that. Seems like a pretty good guy to hang out with, right?
Yeah, he's a dude. He's my favourite.
When you're getting ready for a show, what's your pre-stage ritual?
Pre-stage ritual. I drink a lot of honey and lemon and apple cider vinegar.
That actually sounds pleasant.
Liam, heads up!
Obvious fan placement. What a wonderful display of footwork.
Nice.
Who's the most rock and roll player at Manchester City and why?
Well, it used to be Mike Summerby in the 60s and 70s because he never wore shin pads and that. He rolled his socks down and he got stuck in. But these days, who would I say it is now? Maybe Sergio Aguero.
All right.
You got
Who'd you
free
like to
cultural
see
stuff you can do
relegated
with
from the
the
Premier
kids.
United, Manchester
you
United.
can find work.
Who'd you
Whereas you
rather
go to some parts of the country, some of the places near where you represent, or you can go west. You can go to Portsmouth. You can go to so many places, and it
So
looks
this new
like
tune is
a totally different
Harrison
country.
BD.
So is
Yeah.
that true to say that the poverty in London is the same
Tune's
as
called
poverty in
Convection Zone, original mix.
It's very different, isn't it?
This guy's like one of the guys who like rose to the top during the lo-fi house movement a couple of years ago, and yeah, he's a badass house producer, sort of new style, from Cardiff, I think, and he just makes absolutely banging beats. Made a DJ career out of it.
Is poverty, but it does come in
And yeah, support him.
But you know,
like
you
the tunes,
mentioned
buy it.
housing. Housing should be
Audio
a
is
basic human right.
Episode of
Decent
Navarra
house,
Media's
a
podcast,
roof
History
over your
South,
head
called Northern
for
Discomfort.
yourself and your family.
And
You know,
Navarra
having
Media, this new like
decent
leftist
property to live in,
media
to keep yourself warm, to keep your family
organisation,
warm. Shouldn't
making
be
really good content on the
anybody's
internet
vision.
and
It shouldn't
YouTube
be
and the website.
aspirational. It shouldn't be a dream.
Really good to
it
sort
shouldn't
of
be a hope.
help analyse
You
the
should
left
have
and
it.
what we need to do next.
And once you
especially
have
Labour
those
Party.
types
So
of things, housing,
I think these two go quite well
decent
together,
job,
so let's vibe.
decent welfare state, good medical care, a good education, and you build upon that. These are basic rights, and we've lost sight of all of this, by the way. We've lost sight big style on what we should have naturally as a rich
We say goodbye to
country
Liam at this point.
compared
Bye,
to what
Liam.
people perhaps see as an aspiration and a vision.
We're going to pull up some charts now, if that's all right, Fox. Just building on the points you guys just said. And this is in the report. Growth in all jobs and professional
Navarra
jobs. by
Media's
12.
media
and as you can
mixing
see,
guy,
obviously, huge
live
growth
audio
for
guy is
London.
called Fox.
And the lowest is Wales, the North East, Scotland, East Midlands, East. West Midlands surprisingly high, I guess, which is basically level with the South East. But basically, that sort of compounds.
say
what
I
you're
love-
saying
I
there
love
about
house
what's being
music.
created
It's my
in
favourite
London and the
kind,
South East.
and
Then if we go to the next chart,
I also
which is
like
really interesting, which
talking
talks
over
about
house
percentage of
music.
people
Lots
aged
of house
25 to
music already
60
has
moved away
talking
from their
over it.
childhood region.
I like putting extra
You've
ones
got
in.
38% of people who
I've got a
work in
thesis on
professional
this
jobs
and I'll
have left
probably
their home
expound
region.
upon it at some point.
So that's people that would have been involved.
If you've been following me on SoundCloud for a
Barnsley,
while, you probably realise.
and yeah, Wakefield. So these would have been, generally speaking, university educated. They are now Labour's new base, under 45s with university educations. Those people are still voting. Those people born in those areas are still voting Labour. The problem is they're not staying there necessarily because work is elsewhere. So politically, and this is something that Owen Jones, by the way, really raised very succinctly on a recent podcast with James Butler. We get that. But politically, because we have first past the post, if you've got young people who want to vote Labour leaving those towns, going to Manchester, going to Leeds, or in the valleys, going to Cardiff, how do you respond with first past the post? Because it doesn't help if we've got 30, 40,000 majorities in big cities, but then we're losing towns.
I'm interested in the debate about political change, changing political institutions, but in large parts of the country, you've got chronic poverty. You've got our children and our young people, the brightest, leaving those regions. And the regions, they call them left behind. I say they weren't left behind. I say they're being held back because they were a red wall. It was a place of resistance to the worst aspects of neoliberalism and capitalism. And it's a disgrace how those areas have been just held back in that way. So this is a cry of anger. We've described elsewhere a flame of anger burning inside us at what's happened to the communities that me and Ian and so many other people represent, and an anger in the communities which some people say it's racist, and which has been said to us by quite senior members of the party. It's not racist. It's an anger and a cry of desperation and a demand that our people are respected. And by the way, there is no route to a Labour majority of any decent kind of Labour Party if it cannot embrace those very people who feel so insurgent about the way our country's been managed for the last 30 years.
I'm going to come back to this. You want to say something, Ian?
I do. I mean, this is about disparity within the UK, within Britain. And the Marmot report, which was published 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
you know, what it said, and it showed quite explicitly in great detail, 170 odd pages, which I've read line by line, it explained the differences of health inequality in this country. You know, if you live in the northeast, you're far likely to die 10 to 15 years earlier than if you live in the south.
Yeah.
The wealth in families, 2.6...
I wasn't really feeling that tune right then, actually, so I'm going to put another one in
2.6 times more wealth than each family in the
Called It's
south
Foggy
of areas
Outside.
in
Love the
the
bass line on
north,
this one.
in the Midlands.
Yeah.
A huge increase in male suicide
The basic
rates.
sort of thing about
Complete
this is that
lack of investment in
I
the
think
regions.
for me,
You know,
when I'm trying to concentrate on
that's a
doing
report that
technical
came
tasks,
out following the Northern Discomfort
I
discussions.
need like either
And there's
silence
lots of
or
other
heavy
discussion,
distractions.
lots of
So
other
like
detail in
one
the
song
Marmot report,
doesn't necessarily
which we've got to
help me
get to grips with.
concentrate, but if I'm
We've
playing a
got,
song and a
we've
podcast
got
at the same
you
time,
mentioned, is it a
it
different
kind of
world
blocks up all my
before?
like communication
the
channels
North, the Midlands, the North,
in
and
my
the
head, so I
South.
end up not
It's a different
like
planet, I'm afraid.
being able to
Then that's the
concentrate better.
general
Weirdly.
basis, the theory,
That's
the,
part of the reason
the
why I like
discussion
talking
that
and
we
music
want
at
to
the same
have
time.
with people is how we bring that together, how we unite people, how we give fairness and equality right across the country, not just investment in the city, not just investment in the cities, but we want to see investment in little
Boris just got
towns and
coronavirus, if you want a
villages
reference
up and
of that
down
when
the
this
whole of the
recorded.
country. Not just in these big cities where you have got the decision-making process, where you have got the capitalist system running rife with everybody's life. We want to see proper investment
It's a time
in
for
ordinary
entrepreneurs.
people, in communities
Remember,
like
the
mine,
best
in communities
vaccine
like
is
yours.
mindset.
I'm from Bournemouth, and there's a
As I've
train
seen
station
there,
in Bournemouth called Folkestone
written on
Station. I
Instagram.
think it may not even have disability
I think the best
access
vaccine
even
is
now.
a working
It looks like it's been
vaccine,
hit by a bomb. You know, nothing's happened there for 50
I
years.
guess we'll see whether
And I used to live in
mindset
Crystal
or
Palace.
vaccines
And
help
you
more
get
people in the long run.
overground to Crystal Palace Station, and you get this beautiful revived
Yeah, yeah.
Victorian building, and you feel good.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. You go through a beautifully maintained park.
Can the left
and so
stop
this thing
going on
about
about how
poverty
things
and
would be
where you
better
live,
if
I
they-
think people often focus on the numbers.
I'm joking,
Whitechapel.
I'm-
There's lots of poor people in Whitechapel. Crossrail's about to build a £600 million, train station there. There's no £600 million train station in Wakefield.
No.
So it's about infrastructure as well as necessary.
It's about investment. Look, I don't think it can be delivered within
It's
the
about
existing
investment.
social and economic system. That's why we're socialists. But look, we haven't come anywhere to set up an argument between ourselves and London or anywhere else. There's poverty in London. We see ourselves as speaking up for people in poverty and people who are held back anywhere in the country. And we believe that a movement of those people that are being held back is what the Labour Party should be about. It's in danger of losing that. It's why Ian, my blood brother here, was speaking in apocalyptic terms about the future of the Labour Party. If we allow ourselves just to become a party of the South East and the people of graduates, then I'm afraid we're going to have lost our central purpose, our DNA, and that's we are not prepared. Ian and I and
dropping the
comments up
vocal
down the
out. I'm going to diss you right now. I want you all on your baddest behavior. Loved and lost somebody.
some sort of status quo.
Some sort of status quo. You know why this is the most dangerous? Because I think...
I want to tease you with some Slavoj Žižek. I don't think it's time for him just yet.
Interested in meditation know that sometimes more hoopla is not necessarily where it's at.
This is one of the most classic.
Nice to see somebody with the US rowing shirt.
This guy who kind of pioneered mindfulness, John Kabat-Zinn.
The adventures
There's a talk at Google with the most chronically unironed shirt that there's ever been
mindfulness and
online.
Back in 1984.
This shirt has so many creases in it that they've creased
in part because
into the shape of like
sitting down.
two
so learning how to sit's not
giant like
some sense relevant to them.
Kind of like breasts, but more like if his rib cage was like deformed from the out.
And
like
if you're not in a single,
imagine he got like stabbed in the back with two swords at the same time. And somehow was just kept doing his meditation. Maybe that's maybe that's what mindfulness is about. Allowing you to carry on talking after you've been stabbed in the back with two swords.
And all the minds become something very interesting.
For a man who concentrates on himself so much, you'd have thought he'd be able to iron a shirt, or at least buy a shirt that was... There's no way it could have got this crease naturally. He must have... He's fucking with us. He must have ironed this shirt. If you want to see this shirt, it's Mindfulness with John Kabat-Zinn, the talk at Google. It's on YouTube.
Described as much ado about almost nothing.
Oh my god,
it's
hilarious.
Nothing, but it's not so much about doing, it's about being.
It's about being.
The Taoists would call it.
I like mindfulness. Why not?
And there is a way in which he's like awfully anti-American.
He's not a fat man, but the shirt is so creased that it like his torso is a circle, but then it's got like imagine like a.
But if we get out of touch with who's doing the doing, actually that can be quite tragic.
I can't even describe it. It's like
being so stressed out.
A globe with rivers and valleys running through it. His shirt. When they invented the shirt, they didn't imagine that this man would completely just embarrass the concept of a shirt by ironing it this badly.
A real life, if you want to.
He's got a lot of answers.
He's into that kind of a way, but
maybe
but
10. I don't know if this is possible. His shirt is potentially 10 sizes too big for him. I don't know how many sizes of shirt there are, but if there's only 4 sizes of shirt, then he's 6 times smaller than the smallest human.
So all the boundaries are being confused.
Oh, this shirt is so frustrating.
Really saddled with,
it's also the colour salmon, which it's salmon. I remember Friends. When Friends was on. That was good, wasn't it? My sandwich. Ross was the best character, clearly.
Unless it engages in a certain kind of self-education, can really wind up getting stuck in some realms of serious confusion, suffering, being lost, and in fact, maybe even, and I just want to throw this out as a possibility, impeding creativity, imagination, real thoughtfulness, real breakthrough type leadership sensibilities, because we're not running on all cylinders. Or to use even, I think, a better metaphor, and one that I like a lot, is that that we're living in a multi-dimensional universe, and if you listen to the cosmologists and the string physicists and the vacuum energy physicists and so forth, I mean, we're living in a universe that's not even 4-dimensional. It's more like 11 or 26 or whatever it is, and we still haven't really grokked Einstein's contribution of space-time as like 4 dimensions. So if we are not in touch with the multiple dimensions of our own being, and there are many hidden dimensions to being
embodied in a human lifetime for an unbelievably short period of time, then in fact we're kind of in some way trying to get somewhere and get all this doing done without tuning the apparatus. It would be like the Philadelphia Philharmonic or some great orchestra, let's say San Francisco Philharmonic Orchestra or Symphony Orchestra, playing Beethoven
to get them confused
without tuning first. And no matter what, they get the greatest musicians with the greatest instruments.
The San Francisco Philharmonic Orchestra playing without tuning. Can you imagine?
To each other. And so, in a sense, I like to say, meditation is, in some sense, you could say, it's like tuning your instrument before you take it out on the road. And tuning it in the morning can make a big difference in how the whole day goes. Just on a kind of mundane level, never mind.
Shut up, John. This tune's called Equation by Palms Tracks. Palms Tracks is a sick producer. From England, and I think lives in Berlin now, and I seen him, he had a residency at La Cheetah Club in Glasgow, which was like, he did like 4 or 5 shows over like 2 months or 3 months, and I got to see one of them. I think we were the last 2 people in the building before it was completely sold out, and I was waiting outside for half an hour, finally got in, lost 2 tickets. It was such a fucking vibe, it was so good, such a good show. He's such a sick DJ, and I gave him a fruit pastel at the end, so that was good. Oh, I love this tune. And the video is like old skate videos, so that's always chill. I also saw a guy at a Glasgow open mic who looked almost exactly like Palms Tracks. I asked him afterwards, are you Palms Tracks? And he said no. So, if that was you, Palms Tracks, then you're a cheeky little boy. Let's get some Slavoj Žižek on it. Corbyn, the election, Brexit and fake news. Slavoj Žižek. You won't be able to spell it, but if you have a go, Google will correct you because he's very famous.
In the last 20 years, between Brussels bureaucracy and Great
sort of Eastern European nihilist
Brussels bureaucracy want to impose certain ecological standards.
So sorry, you are on the side of Brussels bureaucracy.
Here, we did not in their financial politics, but it's typical. The Blair government said, no, this limits our competitivity. Brussels bureaucracy wanted to impose minimal day of holidays per year or maximum work hours per week. Again, British government said, no, this will limit our competitivity, whatever. You know, not all regulations of European Union are just this type of horror, that whatever. It's easy to make fun of regulation.
Is this hectic? Is this?
But at that point, I think we should bring you to a close.
For your brain?
Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you on Facebook for all of your questions.
Oh, that's the end of the interview.
I thank you and for your courage to confront a hopeless strange man.
Not at all.
That's a question of slight changes here and there. Look, the predominant view...
Erase the whole system, basically, to the ground.
I'm not a Leninist, don't be afraid here.
No. Put on a different tune. I keep doing this. I arrange the tunes ahead of time, but then when it comes to it,
I call them ironically left Fukuyamists. They basically
Demaju,
our global system, liberal democratic capitalism.
It's a really sick video. It's got some...
a little bit pushing it to the left, you know. More healthcare, more tolerance.
This tune's Demaju, D-E-M-U-J-A, and the track's called Loose Legs. And it's on YouTube, and the video's got like loads of like old school house dancing competition footage. That's really fun. I love house dancing, even in quarantine. I do it in my room. I got to go to a dancing competition in Amsterdam in 2017 on my way to Berlin, and called House Dance Forever, and it's probably the biggest one, and it's so good. The vibe was crazy. just such a sick style. You've got to YouTube it because it's really fun. Like shuffling is like a kind of deformed cousin of house dancing. Not there's anything wrong with being deformed, but I'm just saying house dancing is an extremely good word. Shuffling is something that people do on TikTok after they've been to the gym and they think they're cool. The opposite of what a radio show should be, in that I'm the host and I'm just not enjoying these tunes that I've selected. It sucks. What tune can I save it with? I shouldn't have done that, should I? Let me just play Convection Zone from... Oh no. Oh yeah, there it is. Blah, blah. You just cough over this bit where I've accidentally let it stop playing. Oh, that's a good tune as well. What about, is this? No, I'm not really feeling that. Yeah, I like this one. This is Kensen Carussell. Called Maybe, so Kettenkarusell. The track's called Maybe. I'll put a link to it as an official selection. Yeah. I think this will be the last tune that I play. Sitting here eating an orange, keeping my immune system top notch, baby. How's everyone dealing with the old quarantine lockdown? Comment below, guys. Comment below. I might do this live at some point because it seems obvious. Because really, I doubt anyone's going to hear what I'm saying because no one's going to get this far. But really, this isn't a show, this is me clicking on YouTube videos. It might help you concentrate on whatever you're supposed to be doing in the spreadsheets or whatever the fuck. I'll try and be funnier on the next one as well. I'll try and be better next time. More soup. Please sir, more soup. Give me more soup. Could I please have some more soup? Excuse me, sir, I want some more soup. Please, sir, give me more soup. This orange is like impenetrable. Jesus. You ever had that? Those feels when the orange will give in. I've seen people saying you should eat the whole orange these days, in these trying days. Eat the whole skin, your immune system gets boosted. I'm not sure I believe in that, but I might give it a go just now so I can get a grip on it. But then, that's coronavirus from the mouth, from the hands to the mouth. Apparently you should eat everything knife and fork nowadays as well. Like, even, I mean that's what, people laugh at me for eating Mars bars and knives and forks, but they're the people who are going to survive the apocalypse. People who everything knife and fork. Open the door with a knife. Close it with a fork. Switch the light on with a knife. Switch it off with a fork. Press start recording with a knife. Press stop recording with a fork. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. This orange is divine. Oh, the juices, the oil.